Let's make a delicious but simple, fast Christmas dinner. Merry Christmas, guys. This is Zane Pitmaster at M&M Barbecue Company. Today we wanted to do a Christmas dinner that anyone could do, that's simple, easy. If you only have a few hours, you waited last minute to cook for everybody, this is a great recipe. Today I'm going to be using M&M equipment. I've got a Texas Smoke King and a Santa Maria, and I'm going to do everything on there. But throughout this video, we will let you know, if you don't have this equipment, you can easily do it at home. I'm going to do the green beans on the smoker, but you can do that in an oven. I'm going to do mashed potatoes on the Santa Maria. You can do that on a stove. I'm going to do my ham in a smoker, the Texas Smoke King, and you can do that in an oven. So I just like a lot of smoke incorporated with the things that I cook, but you don't have to. So we're going to keep this really simple, easy, and it's going to be delicious. Stay tuned. All right, we got our rub made. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get the Smoke King fired up. So for this ham, for the most part when you buy them, they're pre-cooked. So we're going to go at a really low temp, just get some smoke on there, get them up to food safe temp. Also, we're going to get our green beans on there because I like my green beans a little bit smoky. Right here, we've got our gauge. We're going to try and get it right at 225. So to get to 225, we're cold right now. This has not been used for a few days. So I'm going to get 3 sticks in here. I'm going to burn them down to coal. That should get us around 200, 250 at the most. And then once we have our good coal bed and we're below where we want to be, we'll add just 1 stick at a time just to get good smoke. Because these Smoke Kings, they hold heat really, really well. We're going to keep our stack about 3/4 mass, and we're going to keep our oxy wheel open. We're going to let our fire breathe pretty good. We're going to just be really particular about our fire management. Just keep our coal bed. That's the main thing. Coal bed, coal bed, coal bed. So I'll show you how I start my fire. All right, so we got 3 logs in there. That's the good thing about the Smoke King. You can cook with full splits, no pellets, nothing like that. So we got our torch here, and I'm going to get this fired up, try and get a really good coal bed. All right, we got our ham here. We're going to get a little bit of seasoning on it, that rub we made earlier. We're going to get on the Texas Smoke King. So I'll show you how I do it. I like to start with a Worcestershire binder. Get on there nice and good, all sides. Then just rub it in. That'll just allow our seasoning to stick a little bit better. And then we'll do a light dusting of this rub on all the sides. I say light dusting. For a pitmaster, this is a light dust. So, all right, that Worcestershire is holding it in really well. Now see how that seasoning sticking really well? That binder helped out a lot. So now this should be a little bit spicy, a little sweet. Let's get on the smoker, get some smoke on it, see how it comes out. All right, so we got our ham seasoned up. We got our pit at 225, rolling some good smoke. Got that stack closed off about halfway because we want to cook at a low temp with a lot of smoke. Let's load it up. All right, we got our ham on, running at 225. So right where we want it. Now we're gonna move on to green bean prep. We're gonna get our green beans made on the smoker. And while we're doing that, we'll check our ham. Won't be ready, usually takes about an hour and a half, but it should be getting some good color. And then we'll start making our glaze, and eventually we'll go to mashed potatoes. So stay tuned, we're working on it now. All right, so we've been running our Texas Smoke King at 225. So let's take a look at that ham. I don't think it's gonna be done yet. It's probably gonna need another half hour to an hour, but let's take a look at it. So our ham, it's about an hour in. I bet it's about halfway done, but if you look at it, we got some really, really good color starting to bark up. That seasoning's already starting to bark up. That's crazy. So we're gonna close it back down, get back on green bean prep, and we'll check on this in about another half hour. All right, so we have 3.5 pounds of green beans here. This is going to be enough to feed about 4 people with some leftover ham. So we got bacon, my pork rub, brown sugar base, salt, pepper forward. We have 1/4 of a yellow onion, and then we have barbecue sauce. We're going to go with our rub first. So we'll go with a teaspoon here, Be sure to sprinkle it all across. All right, so now I got those seasoned up. We are gonna go with 1/4 of a yellow onion. Then we'll go with our bacon. About 2½ ounces of bacon. Then we'll go with barbecue sauce, whichever one you like, or house made. You can always add, but you can never take away. So we'll start there. Mix it all up. You don't want it to be a soup exactly, you just want it to be all dressed up. Then you don't have to do this, but I like just to let it breathe, help some smoke get in there, puncture some holes in it. And this is ready to go on the smoker. This is a super easy, super delicious Christmas dinner. If dinner's in 4 hours and you've forgotten completely, this is your meal. All right, so we got our green beans dressed and foiled. So we'll go on the Smoke King right next to our ham. And look at that ham. That is looking so good. It is barking up. It's doing exactly what I want it to. Let's get a probe in it and see just how close we are. We're shooting for 135. So we're at 100. We're about at 100. So I'd say another ½ hour, we'll be eating ham. All right, so we're getting these potatoes peeled up, and then we're gonna get them into some salted boiling water. Get it on the Santa Maria with a big flame, get it boiling. And once the potatoes are soft to the touch, we're gonna take them out and we'll dress them. We'll smash them and then we'll dress them. So we got our russet potatoes peeled and in the water. We salted it. And once those potatoes are tender to the touch, we're gonna take them out, mash them, and then we're gonna add all the other goodies. All right, so green beans are ready. Our ham's probing about 125. So it's almost done. We're gonna take these green beans off, get them in a warmer. Then we're gonna get going on mashed potatoes. Got them boiling now. And I have some milk simmering with garlic and thyme. So we're gonna use that with the mashed potatoes, but you'll see that in just a second. All right, so we've got our potatoes boiling here. Our green beans have just finished up and our ham's almost there. Our ham has about 10 minutes left. So what I'm gonna do for that last 10 minutes is I'm gonna baste these dinner rolls in butter. We're gonna get them on the Smoke King. We don't wanna get them toasty or crisp. We just wanna get some smoke on them. So go ahead and baste them. Yeah, look at that. Got these covered in butter. Now I'll get them on the Smoke King. All right, so we had some leftover butter from basting the rolls. So what I did was took 2 sticks of butter and I added about 1/4 cup of brown sugar, mixed it all up, and this is gonna be our ham glaze. All right, so we're gonna go on the ham with this butter now. So if you take a look at that, it's barking up really, really well. It's got a great dark color. So now, pour all this all over it. Yeah. And remember, that is a brown sugar butter. Really simple, really simple. 2 sticks of butter, 1/4 cup brown sugar, depending on how sweet you want it. I like mine a little bit candied. So we're gonna close that back. Got our rolls done here in just a few minutes. Still rolling at 225. There may not be snow in San Antonio. So, as you can see, we got our dinner rolls basted and lightly smoked. We've got our potatoes here cooked off, partly mashed. I like to have not a puree, but not chunky. I want it somewhere in the middle. I'll show you after I add all my other ingredients. Right here, I steeped milk with thyme and fresh garlic. It was a ½ gallon of milk. It was 1 bulb of garlic, and then it was 5 stems of thyme. So the reason I have this colander here is we're gonna strain this milk straight into there, but we don't want that thyme or garlic clove going in there. So I'm gonna pour some of this in now. And we're just gonna do it. I know everybody likes a different consistency with theirs. And like I said earlier, you can always add, you can never take away. So let's pick that up, see if we like that milk content. That's looking pretty good. Now we'll go with butter and sour cream. All right, so now we've got our milk in there. We're gonna go with a stick of butter. So I got 2 half sticks here. And it's important that you do this while the potatoes are still hot. Otherwise, you're going to need to melt the butter first. But since these are still steaming. All right. So now we got butter. We've got our milk in there. And then my personal thing is I like to do sour cream. Keep in mind, this is 6 russet potatoes. So we are going to go 2 teaspoons of sour cream. And you can go more. 2's pretty light, pretty conservative. But I've already got milk, I've already got butter in there. So I'm really just putting sour cream for that little tang, help with the consistency just a little bit. All right, now our potatoes are whipped, cooked, ready to go. We're just gonna season. Salt, pepper, granulated garlic. So for the salt, we're gonna go 1 teaspoon, and this is totally at your discretion. If you like it a little saltier, you can. We'll go 1 teaspoon granulated garlic. And if you're picking up plenty of that fresh garlic, you don't have to add the granulated garlic. I just put salt, pepper, garlic on everything. So then we will go 1 teaspoon black pepper. I like mine a little bit coarse, but table pepper works too. I use 16 mesh typically. Just mix it all up, incorporate those flavors. I'm double checking that my butter's all the way melted. Not seeing anything in there, which is a good sign. And then this is where you taste and modify. If you think you need more butter, more seasoning, more milk. All right, let's see how this came out. That is so good. 1 teaspoon salt, pepper, granulated garlic, and it did the trick. I wouldn't want any more seasoned than that. So now that our potatoes are done, we're gonna go pull our ham off. All right, everything's ready. That didn't take very long. It's a very quick Christmas dinner. This dinner, we've got a lot of ham, we might have some leftovers, but this should all feed about 4 to 6 people thinking about the sides. So this is what we'll do. We're gonna plate. So you can do it however you want, obviously, but I'll plate it how I like to do it. So some barbecue smoked green beans on there. Then we'll go with 2 smoked rolls. They're still so soft. And then watch this. This ham is so tender, you can just pull it off. You can just pull it out of there. You can fan it out, make it look all pretty. Now you can obviously cut this too, but I like to keep them in full slices. And that is a very easy, delicious Christmas dinner.